One grand challenge of engineering is providing access to clean water. This is a continuing problem in many areas of the world. According to the National Academy of Engineering, about 1 out of every 6 people living today do not have adequate access to water, and more than double that number lack basic sanitation for which water is needed. There is a major lack of fresh water in areas such as Northern Africa and the Middle East, causing a magnitude of problems related to health and business. Many children are dying of diseases from no sanitation, as water is often contaminated by toxins or naturally occurring pollutants, leaving 3% of Earth's water fresh. Clean water is essential for human health, but also for industry and agriculture. Fresh water is needed for everyday processes that help keep us alive and keep the planet healthy. The limited access to clean water affects millions of people around the world.
According to the National Academy of Engineering, lack of clean water is responsible for more deaths in the world than war. Because of that, there is no doubt why this issue has garnered so much attention. The issue with engineering clean water is not with the abundance of water, but with the distribution of that water. If water is unevenly distributed amongst communities, it can cause a lot of political backlash. On top of that, there are environmental, technological, and chemical factors to consider. Potential solutions to this problem have become increasingly more complex as this is such a global issue.
There are many possible engineering solutions that are being put to use that all have advantages and disadvantages. Desalination is the process of removing salt and minerals from a target substance. This process is used to create water capable of human consumption from salt water. Though it is effective, it also requires a large amount of money and energy to complete. Improving the recycling of wastewater is an effective process because it allows that wastewater to be reused for irrigation or industrial purposes, as well as resupplying aquifers. A disadvantage is that extremely effective purification processes and intense safety standards are required to ensure the wastewater is safe to reuse. Drip irrigation is a method that immensely reduces the amount of water needed for agriculture. However, it isn't a perfect solution since it does not provide enough water to cleanse the soil. Small distillation units that are centralized in an effective location and are inexpensive are also useful. Projects are striving to produce units that can remove contaminants from any water source. These solutions are innovative, but there are many barriers before they can be implemented successfully.
844 million people are without a clean drinking source. These people are destitute and often cannot afford to pay for these solutions. Due to the large amount of people, not even the many charities that exist for this purpose can afford these solutions on such scale. Even when solutions engineered to overcome other barriers are implemented, human nature can get in the way. According to NPR, a water source was installed in Kenya along with a free chlorine dispenser to kill germs in the water. Though the chlorine was free and easily accessible, only 40% of the homes tested had chlorine in their water. Though these people had a convenient means to clean water, it was difficult for aid workers to get everyone to utilize it.
Ta-da!